Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi Shive, and this morning we're visiting with Janet Turley. She's one of our 4-H youth development agents here in Warren County.
Yes, so I know that Halloween really is over and everybody had a great time with that, but I don't know if people know that they can harvest the seeds out of their pumpkins to make pumpkin seeds. That's what I really want to talk about, along with fixing those pie pumpkins and making pumpkin out of that.
And I think this is a great idea, Janet, because some people are pretty likely to just toss those old pumpkins away, but you are showing us some ways that we can keep giving life through our pumpkins. So walk us through how we can fix these pumpkin seeds.
Okay, so pumpkin seeds are really fun to eat, and not many people eat them, but they can be really crunchy and they're really good for you. They can give us the omega-3s. So you start off with a solid pumpkin, and you want to somehow cut the top off. And so if you will just draw like with a marker around the top of the pumpkin, and then of course you're going to need some sharp knives to cut the top off. And so I do have this pre-done where you can take the top off.
And now, Janet, this is probably for those people who have not already cut into their pumpkin. If they cut into their pumpkin to carve a face, they may have already tossed those pumpkin seeds.
Or if you wanted to run to the grocery store, they might even have a discount on pumpkins. So I think pumpkins will still be around. But once you cut your top off, then you'll want to stick your hand down in there. You'll pull out all of your seeds. You'll pull out your pulp. You'll pull everything out. And then you want to separate the seeds from the pulp. You need to do a pretty good job of that. And then you will wash your seeds. And my instructions said you'll wash them really good. Make sure you get all that pulp out of it. Make sure there's just seeds in there. Once they're thoroughly cleaned, then you're going to want to set them in a bowl full of water for about 30 minutes. Just set your timer. And there's lots of other things that you can do in the meantime of that, cleaning up everything from the pumpkin. And then after that, you're going to boil them for 10 minutes. When you boil them, it cooks the seed both inside and out. And so that's what makes the seed really crunchy when you get done with it. So after you boil it, you drain it, discard the water, and then you'll put it in like a cookie sheet or some type of a pan, and spread them out thinly. They say you're supposed to toss them in olive oil, but I just took the olive oil spray and I just sprayed on top of it. You'll just add a thin layer onto your cookie sheet, and then you'll just season. So you can season with anything you'd like to, and could be seasoned salt, and then you'll bake them for 40 minutes. And the big key with baking is you need to set your timer for every 10 minutes and toss your seeds so that they're thoroughly cooking and they're not getting burnt. Then you end up with a really cool product. And then also when you pull them out, they said you can put more seasoning on them, and they are very delightful.
They are
very crunchy.
Yes, a great savory, crunchy snack to snack on during this fall weather. Now, Janet, if someone has a pie pumpkin, you have some tips for what we can do with those.
I do. So the pie pumpkins, when you go in the grocery store, these are more popular really during the Thanksgiving, and they look like decorative pumpkins. You're like, oh, how, very decorative.
Yeah, they're cute and small, right?
They're cute and small. So you can take those pie pumpkins and you can just slice them, just slice them up, remove all the seeds, and then you can put that on a baking sheet. Put olive oil on them and season those as well. You can run it up to 375, something like that, and cook them for about 40 minutes or until they're tender and done. And then when you pull them out, you can, I drizzle mine in honey, and they're really good.
A lot of nutrients, a lot of flavor from the pumpkins and the seeds.
And speaking of nutrients, so the pumpkin itself is big time in beta-carotene. And so it's giving us a lot of vitamin A, a lot of potassium, vitamin C, phosphorus, and 1 cup of pumpkin gives you 87% of your daily value for vitamin A.
Wow. Be sure to stop by your local grocery store or grower and see if they have any pumpkins available. Thanks for joining us today on the Farm and Home Show, and we'll see you next time.